Lemons.
You can't do that.
But it has to be done.
And someone who's trained to handle antique documents is gonna do it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if there is a secret message, it'll probably be marked by a symbol in the upper right-hand corner.
That's right.
I'm so getting fired for this.
I told you, you need heat. See?
We need more juice.
I need more heat.
It's not a map. Is it?
More clues. What a surprise.
Those latitudes and longitudes?
That's why we need the silence do-good letters.
That's the key?
The key in silence, undetected. Tack, can we have the letters now?
Will somebody please explain to me what these magic numbers...
Okay, it is surrounded by guards and video monitors and little families from Iowa and little kids on their 8th grade field trip. And beneath an inch of bulletproof glass is an army of sensors and heat monitors that will go off if someone gets too close with a high fever. Now, when it's not on display, it is lowered into a 4-foot thick concrete steel plate vault that happens to be equipped with a electronic combination lock and biometric access denial systems.
You know, Thomas Edison tried and failed nearly 2,000 times to develop the carbonized cotton thread filament for the incandescent light bulb.
Edison?
And when asked about it, he said, I didn't fail. I found out 2,000 ways how not to make a light bulb. But you only need to find one way to make it work.
What is this?
These are the pages from the Book of Erebus, the Vampire Bible. It contains everything, their entire history.
Lamagra must be one of their legends.
Why is Frost so interested in Lamagra?
Shh. Give me your hand.
Hola, amigo! Do you remember me? Nice one. Well. You took my arm, man. Remember?
year 3434 of the Second Age, here follows the account of Isildur, High King of Gondor, and the finding of the Ring of Power. It has come to me, the One Ring. It shall be an heirloom of my kingdom. All those who follow in my bloodline shall be bound to its fate, for I will risk no hurt to the ring. It is precious to me, though I abide with a great pain. The markings upon the band begin to fade. The writing, which at first was as clear as red flame, has all but disappeared. A secret now that only fire can tell. The language is that of Mordor, which I will not utter here.
Mordor?
In the common tongue, it says, one ring to rule them all. One ring to find them. One ring to bring them all. And in the darkness, find them. This is the One Ring, forged by the Dark Lord Sauron in the fires of Mount Doom, taken by Isildur from the hand of Sauron himself.
Bilbo found it. In Gollum's cave.
Yes. For 60 years, the ring lay quiet in Bilbo's keeping, prolonging his life, delaying old age. But no longer, Frodo. Evil is stirring in Mordor. The ring has awoken. It's heard its master's call.
But he was destroyed. Sauron was destroyed.
Hello. From Lord Commander Snow at Castle Black. I'm to be the new Maester.
According to our records, Gior Mormont is Lord Commander.
He died.
We received no report from the Maester at Castle Black.
Maester Aemon became quite ill shortly after the election. He's since passed away. Which is why I'm here.
This is irregular.
Yes, well, I suppose that life is irregular.
The Archmaester will discuss these irregularities with you. In the meantime, you are permitted to use the library. Follow me.
No women or children.
I put very little stock in it myself. Prophecies of doom are never in short supply, especially when winter comes.
I remember Walcom. A little timid, but a sharp mind.
Yeah, the North has dulled many good Maesters' wits. Hard to say whether it's the cold, the drink, or the company. A crippled boy claims to have seen dead men on the march beyond the wall, thanks to the magical help of a raven with 3 eyes.
Yes, it is a bit much. Still, we ought to...
Brandon Stark. The crippled boy.
You know him?
I led him through the wall years ago. I saw him go beyond the wall.
And?
Somehow, a crippled boy survived for years beyond the wall when no one else could. Not the Night's Watch, not the Wildlands, no one. Perhaps we ought to listen to what he has to say. Perhaps you need more scribing work to discipline your mind.
I sense a more detailed proposal is forthcoming.
Everyone in Westeros trusts and respects you. If you tell people the threat is real, they'll believe it. If you advise all the Lords to send their men north to hold the wall, they'll do it. And if you tell every maester in the Citadel to search every word of every faded scroll about the Long Night, they may find something that lets us defeat the army of the dead for good.
It could be done. And this news could be authentic. It's possible. It's also possible that this message is part of a ploy by the Dragon Queen to lure southern armies away from the lands they are currently defending, to open those lands to easy conquest.
That does seem far more likely than magic birds talking to cripples. Archmaester, please. It's real. I've seen it.
We will write to Maester Vulcan at Winterfell for clarification. I promise you, we will get to the truth of it one way or another.
Archmaester,
that will
please.
be all, Tarly.
It brings to mind the work of Jenny Holstone, the charlatan who claimed descent from the children of the forest.
Don't forget the prophet Lodos, who promised that the drowned god would rise up and destroy Aegon the Conqueror.
Lodos.
Is he the one whose father and brother were just burnt alive?
I'm afraid so.
A horrible business.
I haven't had the heart to tell him yet. He's a good lad. Right. The Ravenry was falling apart the last time I checked.